I'm Lieutenant Evan.
And I'm First Mate Kelsey.
And I am Captain Blimey.
And you're watching GPS Channel 19.
Channel 19.
Get hooked on it.
Arr!
But not your hands. What made you so late?
Girls are inquisitive, aren't they? What? Why? I wasn't late. If you would look behind you, you'd notice me on that boulder over there.
Why?
I thought to myself, this could be the last time I'll ever see her. Sitting here, waiting for me.
Are you to leave? Leave me alone?
Away? Leave you alone from this place, this precipice over the Arroyo Seco? So beautiful through the endless stream of the chalky white substance. No, I am making no departure. But how do I know you're not?
A secret departure, of which I have not mentioned to you?
Don't you know departures can be made all the time? You don't say you're going. You don't even know you're going. But then, you're gone. Life's full of sudden departures. What a pity death isn't. Don't pull that cowl over your face.
I thought you liked it when my eyes are clear, not inflamed.
You skipped a whole bit.
It's called light. We can cut it.
Light.
Stay still and call light. It protects my eyes from the dust always blowing.
It protects my eyes from the dust that the wind's blowing. The dust is blowing constantly. From where?
The shrinking earth's a desert and barren mountains, and I'm part of it. In this place, most of the chalky white substance comes from the Arroyo Seco down there. I heard that long ago, centuries ago, there used to be a river that ran through this place. There's nothing drier and dustier than an arroyo, which used to have a river that's now dried up.
I thought you liked it when my eyes are clear and not inflamed by this substance.
This night, let me take a good long look at your face. Memorize it, as if I might never see it again.
But you said you aren't leaving, and neither am I. I still do not understand why you kept me waiting here.
Don't you know that you can learn a lot from someone if you observe them without them knowing? You see, if they waited differently or with more and more attention as time goes on, you'd learn a lot you wouldn't know otherwise.
What did you learn that you did not already know?
More and more attention as the sky started to fade.
You know I am afraid of the dark. If you had come a little later, I might have left and missed our meeting.
Fear, that is a bad thing to feel.
A natural thing to fear. You know that there are a lot less women than men, and that no one will come and see the girl.
And I know ravage her. And when their lusts are satiated, they leave no trace, just a lifeless body. You back? You know, it always amazes me, the smoothness of your skin under the robe, not granulate of all the chalky white substance.
I keep this for you.
And how do you do that?
I bathe right before we come.
You bathe once before a meeting, not just at night as we're ordered to do.
I bathed twice. Once at night and once for you, Marky.
Bathe twice? Did you just say bathe twice? Well, that violates the water. You violate the water restrictions as if they don't exist. You little cheater. Yes, that's right. You're able to violate the water restrictions without punishment because you give yourself to someone high in the regime.
I only have had one protector at a time, and that protector is you.
Before me, you had others.
They were necessary. I hardly remember my parents. I will tell you something that will amuse you. On my wall in my home, there's this poster of a lady, the Madonna.
Such mythological pictures are a rarity now and should be sold to the capital for higher privileges.
I would rather have it on my wall.
What did you say that was going to amuse me? Something about this picture of the Madonna?
I once had this protector, and he had woken up and was just staring at it on my wall, and he asked me, "Is that my mother?"
Thought the Madonna was your mother?
The funny thing is, though, I said, "Yes, it is my mother." Women are such a rarity that women are a comfort. Why are they disappearing? Do they succumb much easily to the dust all around us?
The Earth is not able to support its shrinking population. There's less food and even less water. I heard that a man would use a woman for a while when she was desirable to him, but when she's no longer desirable, he's likely to destroy her. I understand it had a brutalizing effect.
Brutalizing?
Opposite effect to the care of a Madonna.
So that now we only have each other.
Have I ever mentioned to you that I have another woman at my place?
A mother, a Madonna?
No, what remains of a girl, no longer able to excite or even to serve, only to stagger about with that frightened look on her face. I suspect she knows.
She knows what?
Her withered, terrified look, her choking sounds at night.
She has a disease?
Yes, she has breathed too much of the chalk. And I believe she knows that soon I'll have to relieve myself of her presence from my place.
I don't think you'll do that.
You haven't stood there for an hour without me knowing, and thus you know me less.
Since I know you completely.
Are you sure that you do?
I feel secure to Marky. Have you mentioned us to her?
I say nothing to her now, but... Oh, you're still there? Well, go back in your corner. Don't crawl toward me and do not cough in my general direction.
You're making all this up.
You know so little, girl. You know dangerously little. You don't know enough to distrust.
Oh, I distrust them all.
That would be a mistake. The girl at my place, she trusted me, as you once did. But if she's still there as soon as I get home, out she'll go. I'll throw open the doors, and I'll kick her living or dead body out into the waste and let her be blown away and buried by the chalky white substance. So no, don't trust. You say you bathe twice a day. Once before coming here and again at night, violating the water restrictions.
When I was very young,
Younger than now.
I had this protector. He was very clever and wise, and was good at secret mechanical things. He had looked at around and
Wait, in or out of the house?
both. He had found out that there was water, just not that far deep. He was a strong man. He had dug and dug until he reached them.
But when the house was inspected by the inspectors.
No, you see, the opening to the steps is covered by an old dry animal skin. And if they were to remove it, they are so blind by the substance that they cannot see the cracks.
By which you can lift up the floor to reveal the steps leading down to the underground spring. How very foolish of you!
It was not me, it was all him.
But he's gone now, and you have it all to yourself for your private and illegal use. You are not at all wise.
I must live, and to live, I must please.
But you mustn't talk about it.
Only to you.
No, especially not to me. Because if you talk about to me, I'll be a conspirator with you, as criminal as you are.
Oh, but you...
Would bear the same penalty that you would bear if I heard what you said and I didn't inform.
Who would you
inform? The ones you inform to, the rulers, the hierarchies of the regime.
You believe that story?
You think I made that up? Like that woman at my place? That was no invention. And neither was what you said about the underground spring.
You're holding me very tight. It's hard to breathe.
You're a light-footed girl. You might suddenly spring up and take to your heels.
From you?
Especially from me. And now that you realize you made such a dangerous mistake, I suspected something. And now I know.
But I know something too.
What?
You told me how completely you love me.
A thing I also said to the woman when she was desirable to me.
She doesn't still attract you? I do, don't I, Marky?
Put in my possession a secret that to keep from the authorities would expose me to the same penalties that you would be exposed to. And do you know what such penalties are?
What, Marky?
A term of imprisonment. A long, long term. And even if you are alive when you get out, you'd be unrecognizable loose.
They would disfigure me?
By more than time. By more than the terminal effects of the chalky white substance.
What are you? Why are you?
I'm gonna take you to the authorities, have you repeat your confession, and I'll retrieve the bounty. Did you know there's a bounty offered for those for turning in, for violating the laws, the restrictions? They're given privileges, titles sometimes. The inspectors come to their house, they smile, and they say, this place could use some improvements with your new position. We'll see to that right away.
The authorities are vicious.
I assume they've always been like that, even before the world turned into 2 to 3 hostile nations and fought for control with the great explosive devices. But who won? Nobody. Watch this. Nobody! 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 You hear that? You know what that was? As if somebody called back. That was an echo. So many of the old words have dropped out of use and aren't known anymore.
The authorities are corrupt, but we don't need to imitate them.
To save our skins, we do.
Will they still be worth saving?
I know that there used to be considerations called moral and such consideration morality. Something like betraying one you love to be held in contempt. But that was long, long before I can even remember. Stop struggling. I'm hard and strong. What's the use? Light's faded. We must get going.
Where? The cave or my place?
Neither this evening, Luce. Tonight we're going to the Cabildo, where you'll stay there till long outused, to the end of your time. Time! Time! Ah!
So kill me! Kill me, Marky!
And sacrifice the reward? And call to him, the great protector called God. Out of breath, I'll call to him for you. Protector! Protector! What a huge creature. What an enormous beast he must have been left such enormous bones endlessly strewed about. They're all turned to dust now, flowing and flowing about his broken creation.
Hi, I'm Marky Blansett, and we're preparing for the Fitch Drama Club's 2015 fall production. This year, the Falcon Theater actors are performing 5 short plays. Let's go backstage and meet some of the cast and crew as they get ready for the performances. Now I'm here with Mr. Arcaris, the faculty advisor for the Drama Club. Hi, Mr. Arcaris.
Hello.
How were the scripts chosen for this year's production?
Well, for this year's production, Summer and December, we we thought it would be interesting if we had a little reprieve from all the December weather and put on something fun. At least that was the wool we pulled over everyone's eyes. Thematically, they sort of deal with very serious topics: betrayal, lost love, things like that. It gives young students something to chew on while they get on stage. It gives them experience.
What was the most difficult part in organizing this year's production?
Oof, anytime you have to corral a bunch of students and faculty members and get everybody on the same page, scheduling certainly is the most difficult thing.
What's been the most satisfying part of producing this play?
Well, I'm very blessed this year to have a group of young actresses and actors that are not only phenomenally talented, but they're super dedicated as well. So that was mind-numbingly refreshing to just see how grateful they were to just work, and that made me want to work harder. So I can't thank them enough.
How many students are involved in the club?
I'd say about 30.
And how do interested students join Drama Club?
Well, we meet every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until late bus in Fitch High Auditorium. So if you're interested, come and take a look at what we do. And then if you want to stick around, you sign a drama contract and we get to work.
Who are the students that you would encourage to join Drama Club?
Well, drama is a pretty diverse group. We have everything from those that want to be up in the forefront to those that just want to put stuff together backstage. So we need all sorts. If you're interested in lighting and tech, we need you. If you're interested in being under the lights, we need you too.
Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
What is your name?
Michaela.
And what play are you performing in?
Chalky White.
So what's the basic plot of the play?
So it's two people, and they've had this relationship with one another, and right now one of them found out a secret about them, and so they're trying to get the reward.
Who is your character, and how would you describe them?
I play Luce, and I'm just a naive little girl.
What's your favorite line or the favorite moment for your character?
The line where Luce tells Marky how she knows how completely in love Marky was with Luce.
What have you enjoyed most about being part of this play?
It's fun to just work with the other actors and actresses. It's just a lot of fun to create those bonds with them, so I think that's it.
And how would you tell younger students to prepare for being an actor?
Learn your lines. Just make sure you have them memorized and keep practicing.
Thank you for talking to us. What is your name?
I'm Connor Parsons.
What is your role in producing this play?
I am the light director.
What was the hardest part for you in preparing this show?
The hardest part would have been the chaos of the last 2 days when everyone was running around and screaming and yelling at each other.
Why do you like working backstage or with the crew?
I like working backstage because there's more, there's other talent backstage, not necessarily acting and memorizing lines, but also figuring out and problem solving. And I have to light the play, and that takes a lot of skill to do.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part of the play would have to be this one play called Chalky White, because in the beginning you have one light come on, and then it goes down, and a light comes on, and one light come on, and it's just nice seeing those two directing your attention other places. It's cool when it comes together.
Well, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, I'll give you a hand. Well, I'm going to go help the crew backstage. I'm going to pass this over to our reporter, Sierra.
What is your name?
My name is Molly McElroy.
What play will you be performing in?
I will be performing in The Chalky White Substance by Tennessee Williams.
What is the basic plot of this play?
Well, this plot takes place in the aftermath of a nuclear holocaust, so essentially the apocalypse.
Who is your character and how would you describe them?
I play Marky. He is known for his strength. I suppose he's known for her strength because this time I'm playing a girl. But he's very he flips back and forth. She flips back and forth. Oh my goodness, she flips back and forth between this very nice and caring person to someone who will do anything to survive.
And what is your favorite line or the defining moment of your character?
I like the parts where I shout into the waste because that's supposed to be like to show almost like an enthusiasm because it's like because I'm saying like look at that was an echo and I'm supposed to be so happy and jubilant about it. So I think those are my favorite parts.
What have you enjoyed most about being part of this production?
I think my favorite thing is that I actually get to play a villain, so I get to explore more aspects of emotions and different ranges. And also, learning stage combat takes a lot longer than one would expect, but it was still worth it and a lot of fun in the end.
And how would you tell younger actors to prepare for being an actor?
I would say be sure you have to have the dedication for it because it does take a while for you to eventually get to the stage where people consider you as a professional or something on that level. But yeah, you need the time and the dedication and the passion for it.
Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you too.
Well, it's getting close to showtime and the curtain's about to open, so let's go take our seats and enjoy the show.